How are you going with this?
Sure. So, short version is I think that we need to replace this sort of centralized corporate or government truth with decentralized cryptographic truth. And I know that's a mouthful. Um, but the very, very brief version, and then let's go through all the problems with media, which I think Glenn has, is that with Bitcoin, we were able to allow an Israeli and a Palestinian, or a Chinese and a Japanese person, or a Democrat and Republican to all agree on the state of the Bitcoin blockchain, regardless of your political views or your geography. People agree on how much Bitcoin someone has globally, and that's this huge triumph because $1 trillion, forget like $1 million, that's the kind of thing that people will fight over and disagree on, and now there's no dispute on who owns what BTC. And so that's actually like this decentralized truth. And the thing is that once you develop consensus algorithms that can get people to agree on like the like a number, like how much BTC someone has, you can actually extend them to other kinds of property. And that's a whole, like Web3, crypto, whatever space, right? And then you can, the less obvious thing is you can extend that even further to say, what device recorded this temperature in Kansas on this date, or what hospital uploaded this medical record at this time, or was the price of this house, or what crime was reported. And all these feeds of data, they actually are there right now. They're in these disparate silos. I think you can put them together in something I think of as the ledger of record, like a global feed of cryptographically timestamped history, like undeletable history. And then everything becomes commentary on top of that. That's like this feed of all of these crypto oracles. And then all of us are basically advocates on top of that feed. And now, of course, somebody could put something on chain that's not actually true, but the metadata around it, the timestamp of when it happened, and the hash of what was there, and the digital signature of who uploaded it, that is something that's very hard to monkey with. And as you add more proof of X techniques, you can establish more and more. So I know I just dived into the deep end, but that is, I think, where we ultimately that's where we ultimately want to go. Okay, which is basically a more robust feed of truth rather than the assertions of some corporation or government, something where anybody can dig in and diligence the raw data as low as they want to go. And we're already kind of moving towards this. Like a lot of media is effectively just commentary on Twitter, right? It's amazing how many articles are all the tweets that are fit to reprint, right? And that's like a feed of data. And I think you can go much further with that to a feed of effectively on-chain assertions. And then everybody becomes a reporter, everybody becomes a journalist, every device becomes a reporter. So that's where I think we want to go. And I know that's a technical solution, but there's tons of problems. So why don't we talk about the problems, Glenn? I'm sure you have a take on that.